Code 42 Insider offers an easy and effective way to protect your company's data from both
What's up, guys? Happy Friday. We are back here with another episode of Down the Rabbit Hole. I am currently working on project number 7, which is the narwhal for this week. So that's what we're kind of grinding through. Yeah. Whew. I'm still working on a painting from last week as well. So there's that. So I'm trying to catch up as well as work on this new piece. This is okay because this week coming up is midwinter break, so school's out, so I'll have a whole week to kind of catch up, and actually my plan is to get ahead. That would be ideal. If I could get ahead with some of the editing that I have to do and some of the narrative, and I'll be in good shape. We'll see. The schedule looks like it's going to be pretty tight. And I don't understand why my bitrate is so low for upload speed. Oh, now it's better. Alright. So, anyways, we are just here. So if you're new to the channel, basically what happens on Monday, I roll some dice for what kind of canvas and what kind of animal I'm going to be drawing that week. We use ChatGPT, and we create a list of 6 animals, roll a die for that. It's pretty basic. This week is painting number 7, and we are currently working on the narwhal. Now, I've been having trouble with the narwhal, so I haven't actually started painting the narwhal. I'm still in the sketching phase and like the drawing phase, but I have been making progress on that. But like I said, in the next couple of days, I'll really have more time to sit down and make better Apple ad in our music. So yeah, I'll have a better idea of what I want to do, and I'm going to continue to draw narwhals until I really like the one that I've seen. Now I have a couple pictures of narwhals, so let's jump over onto the desktop and we can take a look at our narwhals. Diet, they eat fish. And see, their mouths are like right underneath, pretty much. There's like a mouth underneath that, I believe. That's like been my hardest problem. Yeah, there's a mouth right there. And then where's the eye? It's like camouflaged in there. The eye's like right in that area, I'm guessing. That thing looks weird like that though. So yeah, I'm still having a bit of a problem drawing narwhals. They almost look like seals with large teeth. They are mammals. But they have a blowhole. So wild animal. Also from the World Wildlife Organization, we had some narwhal facts, which you can jump online and read all about them. Enlarged tooth, like these ones out here though, they'd like, oh, I see what's, like that's, I don't understand what this one right here is doing. Oh, come on mouse, help me out. This one right here is doing, I don't understand. Looks like it's sucking on a lollipop, but it's not. So there's got to be a mouth, like right. Insert mouth. It's just so confusing. That's not a great picture. That picture. But it looks like it curves down and then it comes out. Like it really does curve down first. And then I feel like the horn comes out like that. It just doesn't look correct. And then there's, oh, like it comes out like this. And then there's like the littlest mouth right here. And the eyes up here. But you can't see the eye at all. It's like blended in with all the other dots. And like behind the eye there's like a little white area. But like the actual eye is just buried in the dots. Sorry, I'll drop you guys over into the split screen so you can watch what's happening in the studio as well. Oh dear. There we go. Pretty much all black, and it's just got like this little patch right behind its eye. This looks like an S. Other than that, and then the mouth's in here, right here, but you can't see it. Right, something like that. And just continue to color it in. This is just a sketch, so I'm not really all that worried. And they're just so darkly speckled. And this is really like very long striations. I feel like I want the narwhal to look different than it actually does. And I should really just kind of embrace the shape. And I have tried. So, I mean, these aren't as easy to see But we have like these. Maybe I should try to work on these to make them better. It's been a long time since we used Mr. Sharpie marker. So we're just going to use one sheet to kind of rule them all. So but it comes out of the, and then the face dips down, but the body's pretty like blubbery. It's like a torpedo. It just gets bigger for like a minute. It gets bigger. Like these things are big. He's got like a little mouth. And what? Like their shape is just so. So they're like, okay, perhaps I'm gonna draw one. They get skinny here though. Like drawing from the top down view. And then it's like really wide. Probably. Well, just as wide as the tail. And the tail looks like this. It has a split in the middle. They're just so big and round, and they're like a peanut blob shape. I wish I could just draw it in parts, but the head is almost just part of it. Like it's hard to draw shoulders because it really doesn't have shoulders. Well, this isn't gonna work well. But that end part kinda, the head just comes off like, almost looks like a shark. The blowhole's like right here. Like from the top view down. Like big, broad. So it is like a little bit in. Sorry, can we not see this? Sorry. I'm drawing all over the place. Maybe I need to back out just a hair. And then, like right where his shoulders come out, he's got a little fin. I hope everyone's having a great week out there and had a productive week. I'm just trying to kind of map out what these things look like. I have so much random knowledge about animals by the time this year's over. It's got a little bit of a ridge down the back of its back, but not much. Right, and then the tail. need to be running things. Like chat would be nice, right? I'm not even paying attention to life. Which one? I don't know which one I'm working on. I'm just working on a lot of them. I think I really need to like work on the shape of this animal a lot. I'm just going to give it a little bit of shading around the edge, although you would actually have quite a bit of shading in most of this. There's not many things that are absolutely white in the world, and not many things that are absolutely black. I mean, there's no real black lines in the world. We just draw them that way. Because we're human and we only use 10% of our brain. I wish I could access more of my brain. That'd be fun. Spend more time not sleeping. No. Actually, I'm quite exhausted, but I'm pretty excited. Hi Kylie, thanks for the good comment. I just don't know which one we're talking about. Blowhole. Narwhal. Long. But like from the front side, what does it look like? I don't know. I don't have that many pictures. I kind of just have to guess. Now I need to see like a full side picture. I'll probably have one on. They're just like this. There we go. It's like a slug with like a tail and 2 arms and something pointing out of his face. I think if I fix some of these tails, it might not look so bad. Let's try to work on this one. I feel like his arm should have been farther out for this one. Then, like it's like a torpedo body. It's so wide. To just this like fan, very fan styled tail. Too cartoony. It's okay. That's not the eye for our narwhal. It just looks like a really bad Frosty the Snowman, I feel though. And narwhals aren't white. They're either dark blue, black, They should be getting better. I did 30 days of just straight pen drawing, and now I have to be more confident. Whoops. In my drawings. Okay, well that's kind of where we are with that. So we can try to move on from this one. I could probably try to save this one, but let's see. That mouth is just so odd because it's really just part of the sea sluggishness of this creature. And then it like bulks up. It's like it's its head and then its body, and then you need a fin coming out. It just reminds me of like a manatee almost, but no head. But like a torpedo of a body. Like bless me. Wow. Sorry about that. So fixing the tail, and the tail's all wrong. I do a lot of this sketching from memory while I'm sitting around in like the quiet moments of the day, which aren't many of them. But if I get some extra time, I try to sketch something out. Maybe it's just too bold. I kind of want to have something fun going on, you know? Just like taking some of those bigger risks on paper. I like this mushroom cloud look over the narwhal, but it just may not be a possible see. I like how like the bump right there will give him a little bit of character. And he's like angry because he's got the he's blowing a little mushroom cloud. They have an automatic one of those. I like better. Shape, meh. I don't know. That looks more whaley. I feel like this is a really good body shape of this one that I drew. Not the head. This head is weird looking. This is one I just thought they came out of the front of their face. But it does kind of. But this horn is way too big. The actual narwhal would have to be huge. And the mouth would like be like here. But this one, this side shape is good. So today's gonna lay heavily on just drawing. We're kind of just gonna do that for this episode. Not because I don't want to paint, but kind of because I don't want to paint. And hold on, sorry, I just put us in the studio. My question is, why is it so orange? It shouldn't be that orange. Hold on, guys, let me fix this. Wow, that's so orange. Why didn't anyone tell me? And it's not quite, whoa, it's not quite long enough. Yeah, I also have to set up. I do really like this UFO that I have here with the propeller. It just kind of looks cool. So I'm just going to kind of draw this in to remind myself that I do like this one. It kind of has shape that it's more of a submarine type UFO. And if I give it the propeller, oh man, this pen's starting to die on me. It's good for fill-ins, but for drawing lines, it's a no-go. Let's see if this one works any better. I mean, doing those drawings just killed all the markers that I had. The fine tip. Oh, this one's got some juice in it. So we'll use it. Since this money doesn't create any income, or this stream, not yet, at least. Not yet. All in good time. Well, I'm definitely gonna have a lot of paintings for sale because I do not have the room to harbor this many paintings. I kind of like the idea. Oh man, I gotta go slow of having these be like more like ship windows, you know. So that's kind of a goal. I'm gonna have to like try to figure out how that works. And this pen is dying. I also should have prints up pretty soon. And I think in this next week I'm going to try to make some stickers for, and maybe throw them, I don't know, on my personal website that I need to get finished. So there's a lot of big projects that need to happen. And I see how small I drew this one. I was like not even paying attention, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, something like that. Just line him in here. Put his head on him. Do the heart shape for his eyes. There we go. Our bunny. Straight line up. Down and around. Like a square. Loop around 2 ears. right? Good. Cool. These circles are all gonna have to be a little bit off, right? I might put less windows in, but to be honest, there's probably a lot of windows in a circular spaceship. I like it. I like it a lot. So we can go with that spaceship. I do want to put in some of these narwhals in the background of the painting, so I did draw some smaller ones. So good, check. Like the UFO. Let's keep that up there for just looking purposes. We got a narwhal there. Keep that there for looking purposes. Okay. So we're gonna get a little bit deeper into it. I have a lot of narwhal drawings, but what I really need is, well, I kind of like these ones right here, where they're coming at you. I wasn't really too sure. The problem is, and let me just show you what I'm up against. Oh yeah, thanks. The propeller's cool. I like the propeller. It's fun. But I want to do it like yellow and make it like a yellow submarine. So let me just show you what I'm up against real quick. Let's zoom on out. Give you the whole scene, the whole debacle. I got a couple more pieces of art we can go through so we can see some stuff, but for now let's throw these two to the side. And I painted this canvas the other day too. Now it's all dry. It's not reeking like spray paint, but I use spray paint, which is kind of, you know, my tried and true form of doing things. And I use some old cans of spray paint because I have those laying around. Actually some new cans too. This dark green is for actually a sea scene. I was supposed to do a Jaws puzzle tear down, some crazy idea I had. The project ended up not finishing it, but I did a lot of work. The painting process became the hardest process, and then I kind of gave up. But I still had the cans of spray paint, so I figured, hey, let's use them now. So here we have our scene. My idea is to put like two small narwhals like back here somewhere. And see, I like this. I want to cut it out now and like just put it somewhere so I can see what it looks like by itself. And then I end up with all these like cut out pieces of paper here. Here's what I'll do. Instead of doing that, this is kind of just as bad, but what if, or do I just want to put, the other thing is I could put one, I did a really cool drawing, I don't know, I'll find it, of a jellyfish trying to make contact with a ice cream cone, and it's very ambiguous of like there being anything else out around them, and I kind of like that idea for this. I like the idea that they're out in like deep ocean and there's nothing else around. I could put the bottom of some Arctic, like I could make the top of this ice where they're underneath like a glacier or something, which would be pretty cool. I don't even know what that looks like. I'd have to go on and search and see like, okay, well, what does this glacier look like? Now I'm really happy that I outlined this UFO, because this is going to be the star of our show. And if it's in this bright yellow color, I think it'll like really pop from the blue, which I'm kind of excited to see. But there's our UFO, right? And like the narwhal, do I want it to be like looking inquisitive? Do I want to flip the script and put this on this side and have it inversed, you know, so it's like rolling up? And I think eventually that's what I want to do. I did a body pose that I really liked of the narwhal. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. So this one, I'll zoom in so you can see it. So this body pose right here, I really liked. But this is not a good rendition of a narwhal now that I look at it. I kind of want him like turning around and looking back. Could I make a pod of them? Like him going through a pod of them? I really want to put a like small unicorn horn on the front of this too, though. So he's like trying to fit in, you know? Or like a plunger or something. Something funny to make it like more of a comical thing. Yeah, the Yellow Submarine will be classic. But that's kind of the problem, is like what... Like I want the submarine to be inquisitive, you know? And I want the narwhal to be playful, or just maybe... I don't know. I would want it much bigger though than the UFO. Maybe just a hair smaller to show like the size, and then just like the vast open space. But it would be cool if I could have a narwhal coming out of the background. And what I want to do is I want to paint it in the background, and then I want to do a light spray of blue to kind of give it depth. And I really want to just try to see if I can use like a combination of acrylic and spray paint to like start layering things back and make it look like it's like in the fog. Or do I want the two just interacting together? Just like, what is the interaction between the two? Like, what narwhal would I draw? Like, because I can't draw this one. We're not doing anything popping out of the see, unless I do one like down here in the corner. That's gonna weight it weird. I want it to be really balanced, but like just the two of them in the open sea. Nothing else. No strings attached this time. But that means I gotta paint it right the first time. And see, then I'm not gonna be able to see if I can put depth in with spray paint. What do I do? What do I do? And I think if I no, I don't know how to paint the bottom of a glacier. I'm gonna have to look that up, but that would be cool to do. You know, like that might be challenging. So instead of trying to drop depth in, which, you know, but when you see things under a glacier, there's usually no background. And there could be some other narwhals, but I could save myself a lot of trouble and just paint one, right? So that's kind of the thought process. So then what the whole thing would be, okay, we got all these different models. I like the Frosty the Snowman model. This one, this is pretty close to a true narwhal. I just don't know. None of them look that great. So I'd have to draw another one. And sometimes this is just the process. Just trying to get the idea to make something good takes a little bit of time, and that's kind of what I've been struggling with so far. So let's just take a blank piece of paper, or a piece of scratch paper. This is all recycled paper that they're gonna throw away at work, so I just pick it up and I use it so we don't waste so many things, right? Trying to like look at it from a different point of view. It's cool because I can see it in so many different screens, so even though I can't see, I could actually probably draw through the tablet, like what if I drew like a giant manatee head and then just the horn? Him like looking at it. Not a manatee, narwhal. You could do other narwhals off in the distance in the dark blue shadows or just sharp shapes. No detail necessary. Yeah. Do their teeth, horns curl? No, they don't curl. Yeah. The hard part is this part. How do I get a body shape that I like? I mean, I like this pose, but I kind of want to show them how massive this thing is. Okay. Because I can just draw it like straight, right? Like or right, like I could just draw a normal. I might have to look at some skeletal structures. The skeletal structure looks wild though. Man, it's just mouth is in the weirdest spot. And like it's at the bottom of this where the thing comes out. Right, so and then his tail would be somewhere over there. Like it's gonna be longer this way. I should have drawn it on the page that way. I don't know what I was thinking. Good thing this is recycled paper, right? Okay, let's start over. How do I fit it in my space? So, fan, tail. Right. And then it's like a tank. We're gonna just draw it like a and draw like shouldn't be so hard. It doesn't have a whole lot of shape. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with it. It's got like this rounded nose though. So they're only about, I would say, a third of their body length is there. No, maybe half their body length would be a good size for is going to have a mouth that goes, and there's going to be an eye. So it's kind of important to set the mouth because it helps set the face. But without a mouth, it's not even like that. It's like a giant blimp thing. And his fins are like on the bottom. I need to figure out the shape of this animal. It's just so fluid. It's like this big giant bean. Like, its face is like, that's the corner of its face, and then it like goes back, has a width, has girth, right? I don't know. I just I just don't like what it looks like. Maybe I can't change what the narwhal looks like. That's not my job. You know? I just want it to look more what I picture them to look like, and I don't know why, you know, kids and people love these things. I don't know. They're not necessarily the most beautiful looking animals. They're just like a big giant bean. I just don't know. It's even wider. Oh. Excuse me. It's even wider than that. But it's kind of distant because the horn puts a lot of distance in between that and you know, it'd be funny is if I put like a little matador thing. But this one's trying to make friends, so maybe that's just enough. Maybe we just do something like that. This one looks happy. You know, at least get like a shape. But the one in the picture is like floating upwards. And maybe like that's the more the angle we want to give it. And it's got like a rounded nose, and then like right here it goes like this, and the mouth goes straight across, and there's like a droopy looking eye right here. I think I understand what's happening. And from there is like the body part. And then from that, the body part goes down quite a bit. Right? And then we got like little arms. Okay, I think I know where I'll be going with this. But I'm gonna turn it, and I think I want his body to be big still, and go out and around. I really wanted to have his body curl a little bit. He's swimming from the depths. This is why I don't do well in drawing things, because look, I drew right, like literally right through an idea. I was like, well, and that's okay right now because I'm literally just trying to place things. So I'm just kind of going off script here. And then like this, my saw goes skinny, but it's not, it's only skinny in one direction. And then we have like a tail here. It kind of like comes back and bands back in. I need to give him like a backbone of like where this shape comes from. I feel like his fin should be maybe right more right here. Then his head should round, maybe past. Maybe I need to shrink that a little bit. I kind of want the shape of, you know, like the tail kind of looking down and him turning and looking at the tail coming out almost at us. And then like, oh man, then I need to draw the actual shape, you know, and I can do that. Try to give it like the bulk chunks of what it'll be. I don't know. We're gonna have to. Dear Lord, what was that? My phone. Oh. This sketch right here? Yeah. That's pretty good, I guess. I mean, I copied it. It's harder to draw something from scratch. Like, you really have to like understand the shape of what you're drawing, and I don't really understand shape. So like, I mean, I can, but I have to like sit down and like put all the pieces together and pretty much draw it from its skeletal structure out. And I really haven't had that much time to look at this thing's skeletal structure. But like I said, good news. We are on midwinter break right now, so I will have some time to kind of do some more research. I'm going to work on some other big projects that I'm trying to get done to make room for other giant projects that I want to do. But I just have not had the time that I need to do everything I want to do. I have other things starting to happen and things starting to die out. I think we're gonna end up closing the Etsy store soon. Just because the market is saturated, and what we had signed up for with that project was more to learn about how to do business over e-commerce and kind of get a feel for what we wanted to do. The great thing about that project was we were able to bring a great quality product to people, and people really enjoyed it. We got great feedback. I think I have 99 sales or something, close to 100 sales, and I think we have a bunch of only 5-star reviews, so if anyone left a comment, it was positive, so that's good. And so we did well there, but I think it's going to be time to move on from that project and start a whole new project. But we'll see where that one leads us. That might lead us to printing things too, just in a different fashion. Anyways, so lots of different narwhals. It's Friday. I've had an exceptionally long week. I don't know about everyone else out there, but between drawing Hot Wheels videos, I accidentally didn't even launch the Hot Wheels video today until 4 o'clock. I was supposed to launch it at 8. It didn't launch till 4, and that was pretty unfortunate. I was checking it at work, I was leaving work, and I saw that it had 0 views, and I was like, well, that's a bummer. But it hadn't aired yet. I accidentally put it to air tomorrow, but it was supposed to air today. The good thing is, out of the 8 views that I had when I looked before we started this stream, there was 4 likes, so that's pretty positive. So making very slow progress on all projects right now. But this week is going to be a very accelerated week of getting lots of stuff done. And oh man, my webcam is either out of focus. It's out of focus. There we go. I thought it was super dirty. I was like, dang, you are dirty. What have you been doing? Yeah. Anyways, happy Friday, everyone. It is the middle of a little bit over the middle of February, and we actually had some snow here in Seattle this week, which was interesting. It snowed one day, I think today we had ice, so we had some frost and some ice out on the cars. Yeah, so interesting weather. I hope everyone enjoyed this stream. I know they're not very long anymore. I've cut them down to being a lot shorter, but I also have been putting more streams out, so we're doing them 3 days a week, and yeah, I think that's going to even out in the long run. No marathon Call of Duty stream this weekend, which is great. I don't want to play another 100-round game, although that did bring in a lot of viewers, but for a different audience. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Hope everyone else is staying warm or staying away from weather. I know Los Angeles got some crazy rain recently, and other things have been happening around the world. But hopefully everyone can take care of themselves, and we will see you back here on Monday. Monday will be a great day. I'm going to have 2 paintings done. I'm going to have finished let's just jump back into, I'll finished our, this one. The narwhal will be finished, and I will finish our little tarsier monkey that still needs its coat of gold, which I actually think is going to look really good once I put the gold in. Maybe add a little bit of brown, and then I think I'm going to black that tree out, or dark blue or something like that. Blue and white and light blue to give it shading. I think that'll help it. But just things that you can see when you stare at a painting for a little bit longer than a week. Getting a painting out a week is a lot of work. So, especially when you're also trying to manage other things in your life. But that's a challenge, and I want to see if I can do it. And so far we're on week 7. We're just a little bit behind, but that's pretty good for 7 weeks of painting. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great night and a great weekend, and Bye.